You're listening to China Africa Talk.
Jambo, ni Bridget akikuletea kipindi kinachohusiana na China na Afrika.
Vous écoutez le dialogue sino-africain avec Bridget.
Everything China, everything Africa.
Olá, você está ouvindo China Africa Talk com Bridget.
سيداتي وسادتي مرحبا بكم في الحوار الصيني العربي مع بريدجيت.
Hello and welcome to this special series of China Africa Talk, where we bring you a 6-episode feature together forward to mark the 25th anniversary of FOCAC, the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation. I'm Bridget Mutambirwa. In this special feature, we meet the people at the heart of China-Africa ties, showing how FOCAC's vision is shaping lives and futures. Over the past decade, China has drilled more than 1,000 boreholes across Zimbabwe, benefiting nearly 400,000 people, most of them in rural areas. Given Mufori takes us to a China-drilled borehole in Zimbabwe and explores how the facility has brought clean water and hope.
In Zimbabwe, a China-led borehole drilling initiative is providing clean and safe water to communities facing water shortages in 4 provinces, namely Mashonaland East, Manicaland, Masvingo, and Midlands. Under the program, 300 boreholes are being drilled by China Geoengineering Corporation, a Chinese construction company. The availability of water is becoming a challenge in many rural parts of Zimbabwe as climate change alters rainfall patterns, resulting in the drying of some vital water sources. This has pushed women, who are mostly responsible for gathering water, to walk for long distances seeking water. The water challenges disproportionately affect rural communities that have limited access to piped water. Due to the water shortages, sometimes people end up settling for unclean water, resulting in the spread of waterborne diseases such as cholera. To alleviate the water challenges, a total of 66 boreholes have been drilled and handed over to communities in Mashonaland East Province, one of the major agricultural provinces of Zimbabwe. Mawesekwa Growth Point is one of the communities that have benefited from the borehole drilling initiative in the province. In Zimbabwe, growth points are centers of economic activities which are created in rural areas to stimulate development locally and discourage rural to urban migration. Mawesekwa is located about 75 kilometers southeast of Zimbabwe's capital, Harare. It is a growing community with over 700 households. It's the main business center and transport hub of the area. A China-led referral hospital, Mawesekwa District Hospital, located at the center, also brings many people from surrounding districts, including as far as Harare. There are also several primary and secondary schools in the surrounding areas. I visited Mawesekwa Business Center to see the impact of the borehole to the communities. One of the people who have benefited from the borehole drilling initiative is 44-year-old Linnea Jewiwa, a vendor who says the availability of water means women can now do their work efficiently without worry. She says previously women would spend hours seeking water and sometimes they ended up taking home unclean water out of desperation. I spoke with her about the impact of the borehole in the community. We can see that majority of people who are getting water here are women. How has the borehole impacted your lives as women?
The
borehole helped us as women. We can now maintain hygiene. We can now do our work efficiently in a clean environment. It's now a personal choice to be unhygienic. Before the borehole was drilled, we would spend over an hour seeking water. For us who work at the market, sometimes we could not serve customers properly. Even patients going to the hospital were also facing water challenges. Our businesses have also been elevated with the availability of water. Some have opened car washes as vendors who are now operating in a proper environment. Those on their way to the hospital can now have clean water. Those running canteens are now getting clean water. People can now buy their food in a clean and safe environment. Another Mawesekwa resident, Love Mo Piano, who is 25, started a car wash following the drilling of a borehole. He said the borehole has enabled many young people to venture into businesses. He told me that the growth of the business and increased traffic at the business center had enabled him to invest in car cleaning equipment. I was very happy with the drilling of the borehole by the Chinese because I can now get water close by for my car wash.
Kuuya kwakaita mvura padhuze kwakawandudza mabasa edu nekuti sevanhu vechidiko so ndatovhurawo car wash.
The availability of water here encouraged unemployed young people to open their car wash businesses. Even though their businesses are still small and they do not have washing equipment, they are using this water to wash cars and make a living out of it. Not only humans are benefiting from the borehole, even livestock is also benefiting from the availability of clean water. Ruth Mutanga, who is 35, a broiler farmer, said clean water enables her to keep chickens in a clean and healthy environment. With the availability of clean water close by, she increased the number of chickens she handles at a time from 25 to 75. She is planning to expand the business as foot traffic increases at Maosekwa. We asked her how the availability of water has benefited her business. Sometimes we would walk over 2 kilometers to fetch water. We get there, the water that you find is not clean, but you end up taking it home because there is no other option. You cannot do anything without water. To have a garden, you need water. To cook, you need water. Even for this business that I am doing for rearing chicken. At times, you end up limiting the water. Sometimes you recycle the water that you use to wash plates to give the chickens. So I was very happy when they drilled us a borehole because we can now do our work efficiently, be it cooking, drinking. We now have clean, safe water, so I want to thank the China Aid for implementing this program.
Saka ndoda kutenda zvakanyanyisa neprogram yechiborani yakaitwa iyi. Ndoda kutenda zvakanyanyisa chaizvo pamvura. Ndongoti mvura ndo upenyu zvechokwadi.
Water is life. All household chores require water. If you have no water, nothing works. To be sanitary, you need water. Sometimes because of water shortages, you end up limiting yourself. For example, when washing plates, sometimes you would end up using very little water because you would know that if this water is finished, I won't find water anywhere else. Last year, the water situation was serious because we didn't receive enough rainfall to fill our water wells. We ended up digging shallow wells along river banks to fetch drinking water. We would boil the water, but you see that the water is still dirty.
Wobva ndo yataitoshandisa kunwa iyoyo kana kuti ukasvika wakaboilisawo pane pambounonyatsoona kuti apa ndikuboilisa zvangu pa ndingoboilisa tsvina nechekare.
Rutendo Tambware, a fruit and vegetable vendor at Maosekwa, said she now feels relieved because she can now sell clean vegetables to the community. Previously, she could not get enough clean water to wash fruits and vegetables, which risked spreading waterborne diseases. Madam Rutendo, before the drilling of the borehole, where did you get the water? How much did you spend seeking water? And how did the shortage of water affect your business? Before the drilling of the borehole, we had to bring water from home. Sometimes all you could carry was a 5-liter container, but by the end of the day you would have used all the water. It was not enough. We could not do other productive work because of the time we spent seeking water. You could spend 3 hours seeking water. You go here, you're told there is no water. You go there, you're told there is no water, until you get water at a distance. But as for now, we do not have any challenges. We are grateful to China Aid for drilling this borehole because it's helping us a lot. We were struggling with washing fruits. Even toilets ended up being closed because there was no water. But when the borehole was drilled, toilets could now function. The stories by Maosekwa residents show that the availability of water has positive ripple effects. Communities with no access to clean water find it difficult to break free from cycles of poverty. Having readily available clean water not only helps in saving time, but is also crucial for maintaining good health for both people and livestock. By maintaining good health, communities prevent future illnesses, which saves them on healthcare costs. Healthier communities are more economically productive as people can focus on their productive work. Healthy children can also focus on their studies better. Thomas Maruni, who is 55, a village head, said the borehole has been a lifeline in the village, as people from all walks of life, including visitors to the hospital, now benefit from the water. He said some people are even using the water for building their houses, as Maosekwa is a fast-growing residential area catering for the growing businesses. Some people are even driving from other places neighboring villages to get water at the boreholes. This borehole is functional 24 hours. People can get water anytime for whatever reason. For building, drinking water, for canteens, for chickens, whatever reason they can get water here. So you can see that the water challenge has been lessened. People now spend less time gathering water and go back to their daily business. Secondly, people are now drinking clean water. Everyone now has access to clean water anytime they want. So you can see that this borehole is playing a major role in this area. However, he noted that more boreholes are still needed, especially closer to homes as Maosekwa area is growing rapidly. He said while walking distances to fetch water have been greatly reduced, people in neighboring villages are also being saved by the borehole.
Dambudziko redu is halfway solved.
Our water challenge is halfway. We still need other boreholes. The council promised us that they would drill 3 other boreholes to ease congestion here, but financial challenges might be delaying progress. He said Maosekwa has not been spared by climate change. Like most parts of the country, climate change-related droughts have been causing more water sources to dry, particularly in the dry season before the onset of rains. In addition, he said the situation was even worse last year because Zimbabwe experienced an El Nino-induced drought. Maruni commended the borehole drilling program, saying interventions like that are the only way to address the challenges posed by climate change. We would like to give thanks to our relatives, our friends from China for this gift they gave us, the gift of water. With erratic rainfall, our wells for gardening are dry. This will be a problem because people here depend on gardening. So if there is no water, their lives will be difficult. Blessing Makoto, a Maosekwa villager, commended the borehole drilling initiative. He said the borehole is a social amenity as it provides a vital public service by ensuring access to clean water, which is essential for health, hygiene, and the well-being of the community. We drink clean water in the morning and we are very happy. That's a very commendable thing. We used to struggle with getting water. People struggle with headaches due to dehydration when it's hot, but now we're happy with this clean water. People are drinking water from anywhere. You can get it anytime you want, clean and cool. Another Maosekwa resident, Dorothy Tirikoti, said people can now buy food from the market canteen with confidence because of increased cleanliness due to the availability of water. She said the lack of cleanliness due to the water scarcity could have deterred some customers and negatively impacted business reputation. Even when you want to buy food at the canteen, you find the utensils well cleaned, be it the pots or plates. It's all because they are getting clean water from the borehole. Because they get water close by, even the vendors will be tidy. You won't find them dirty. No one wants to buy food from untidy vendors. It's all because of water. Before we got the borehole, we would get water from the school. But from here, it's very far away. It was a very challenging situation. Tatenda Mukanganise was very happy with the provision of clean water to the community. He said the borehole has been a life changer for the whole community, which had enjoyed water scarcity for a long time. He said the availability of water opened many doors of opportunities to the community. In addition, he said the availability of water and being near a water source positively impacts the mood and mental well-being of the community. I'm very happy because of this water program. They did a good thing for us because we were traveling long distances to find water. Some of the water that we were drinking, we didn't know if it was clean or not. Sometimes we were drinking water from dumping sources. So I'm very happy because this water is clean and it has the natural taste of fresh water. It's now easy to bath, to wash clothes, to cook, because you cannot live without water. Water is life. Those who didn't want to bath are now bathing because water is now always available. Lack of tidiness is as a result of lack of water. So if water is close by, please be tidy. Even young children are now benefiting from the borehole because they don't need to wake up early morning helping their parents with seeking water before they leave for school. One of such children is 13-year-old Tawana Nyasha Zibako, who said having water close by saves them time and now they have more time to focus on their studies. He said the availability of water has been a blessing to the community as they don't need to carry water for long distances. I have come to this borehole because the water is clean. Having a water source close by is good because people can do their jobs such as cooking and washing hassle-free. Before we got the borehole, we would get water from other people's boreholes and wells. It's now better because we are getting water close by. As a school kid, this has made my life easier because we can focus on reading our books and doing our homework. Water scarcity disproportionately affects the well-being of rural children. It often leads to increased waterborne diseases, malnutrition, and school absenteeism as children are forced to spend time fetching water. Children are particularly vulnerable to waterborne illnesses like diarrhea, cholera, and typhoid, which can be fatal in environments lacking access to clean water and sanitation. A recent report by UNICEF indicated that changes in climate are having devastating impacts on the welfare of children. The report said it is important to understand why, where, and how children are affected by climate change-related hazards to develop sound strategies to reduce their vulnerability. Initiatives such as borehole drilling provides a relief to children. Regai Pedzisai, who is 48, a Mahosekwa villager, said the borehole is a treasure to the community. He said people will take care of the borehole to ensure that it stays in good shape so that villagers won't experience water challenges of the past. I have lived here in Mahosekwa for a long time, and the main problem was water, because we would get water far away, even in the hospital. It became a challenge when we experienced power cut because their water pump could not work. But we don't have a problem because now we have a borehole. So guys, we should take care of this borehole. I'm happy because of what the Chinese did for us here in Mahosekwa. We had reached a point where we would buy water. We even ended up staying in an untidy environment because we had no water. We are now even bathing. We can even see that we're now looking tidy. We are very smart. We are very grateful to the Chinese. We should cherish and take care of the borehole because we received a blessing of having water close by. We should safeguard it jealously and ensure that no enemy will destroy the borehole. To ensure that the borehole will stay in shape, local engineers are also being trained to maintain the boreholes. The boreholes are operated through a hand pump mechanism. A hand pump pumps water from the well with minimal effort. They are simple to operate and provide access to enough water to save communities quickly and easily. In addition, they are easy to maintain and they can be easily repaired by locals with locally available parts. In addition, hand pumps also improve the conditions of hygiene under which water is drawn by eliminating the use of buckets, thereby preventing the contamination of water. Weza district in Mashonaland East Province is also benefiting from the borehole drilling initiative. Speaking at an unveiling of a community borehole under the China Ed 300 borehole drilling project in Weza, the Minister of State for Provincial Affairs and Devolution for Mashonaland East Province, Itai Nduzo, said the borehole drilling initiative is a testament to cordial relations between China and Zimbabwe. He said the boreholes will go a long way in alleviating water challenges facing communities.
On behalf of the people of Mashonaland East Province, I wish to extend our heartfelt gratitude to the government of Zimbabwe and the People's Republic of China for this generous and timely assistance. Access to clean, reliable water is one of the most pressing demands facing our communities today, and this borehole drilling program will go a long way in addressing this critical need. As we work together towards the realization of Zimbabwe's Vision 2030, this project aligns perfectly with our national development agenda and our shared goals. I wish to commend the strong and enduring friendship between our two great nations. This latest development assistance is yet another testament to China's unwavering commitment to supporting Zimbabwe's socio-economic development. Through this China Aid initiative, we will reach some of the most remote and undeserved communities in Mashonaland East, ensuring, as is often said by our president, that no one and no place is left behind in the quest for inclusive water, sanitation, and sustainable development.
In Wedza district, the borehole that was drilled in Chirinda village is providing clean water to 3 villages that used to experience acute water shortages. People who previously needed to walk for over 2 hours daily to gather water are now getting water at their doorsteps free of charge. Economic and Commercial Counselor for the Chinese Embassy in Zimbabwe, Wang Minghai, said the 300 borehole drilling project follows another program that drilled 1,000 boreholes across Zimbabwe.
This milestone reflects the strength of the China-Zimbabwe friendship and our shared commitment to tackling the challenges of water scarcity and drought. When we launched this project last year, Zimbabwe was facing one of the worst droughts in decades. Today, these boreholes stand as a testament to what we can achieve together. They will provide clean water to thousands of families, support agriculture, and bring herbs to communities in Mashonaland East and beyond. Water is life, and these boreholes are more than infrastructure. They are lifelines for a brighter future. This project builds on decades of China-Zimbabwe cooperation. Over the past 10 years, China has drilled over 1,000 boreholes across Zimbabwe, benefiting nearly 400,000 people. Through this project, we also created jobs, training local technicians, and strengthened community resilience. The 300 boreholes initiative is another step in our journey to support Zimbabwe's development. But our work doesn't stop here. The drought continues to challenge Zimbabwe, and China remains committed to standing by your side.
Currently, China Geoengineering Corporation is drilling boreholes in Manicaland province. A total of 100 boreholes are expected to elevate water challenges to thousands of water-starved communities in the province.
On the 25th anniversary of FOCAC, the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, CGTN Radio presents a special feature series, Together Forward, showcasing the breadth and depth of the China-Africa partnership. Clean water projects in Zimbabwe, new classrooms in Botswana, grain innovation in Kenya, agricultural training in Handan, vibrant trade in Yiwu,
Scene 14, take 1,
and a documentary producer's journey in Hangzhou.
Action.
These are the stories that bring this partnership to life.
We have trained a group of high-quality talents in Africa who understand agriculture, love rural areas, and care for farmers.
And this borehole drilling program will go a long way in addressing this critical need.
All the world, I never see one country like China, especially like you.
So this becomes more productive, cost-effective, and more reliable.
I have a small dream. Before turning 45, I want to make 10 China-Africa documentaries.
The school is beautiful, and like I'm saying, everybody wants the islanders to be here.
Join us in celebrating 25 years of FOCAC. Stay tuned with China Africa Talk and discover the real impact of China Africa cooperation and how we're moving forward together.